Hello guys, welcome to the Q of the day. Today in this session we are going to discuss an algebra problem for CAT 2020. This session is presented to you by me, Somajit Goswami, for the group competition proceed. So this is the question. So I would recommend anybody who's going through this video to pause it for now, try to solve it, and then when you have a solution, continue watching. So this basically asks you to find the number of solutions to this equation. Now there are not a whole lot of methods of solving problems like this. Okay, and these are classic algebra problems. Before I start solving this question, I would want to take a second and say that this is not really very common in CAT. So you can expect that problems like this not appearing in CAT at all. But again, from a learning perspective, because CAT can throw maybe a simpler version of this. So from a learning perspective, it is always better to have a look at how you would solve a question like this. Now let us start solving it. So what I can see over here is this is an equation which involves modulus operator. Okay, you can also say modulus function, you can also say absolute value function, but then all of them are all the more the same name. So what I will try to do from this thing is I will try to separate this radical and I will try to separate these two, basically because there is a multiplication sign over here and you can very clearly see that there is mod of x is raised to 3. Okay, or rather 3 is raised to mod of x. Okay, so 3 is raised to mod of x times this thing 2 minus mod of x, that is equal to 1. Now what will happen if I try to write this, if I try to just transpose 3 raised to mod of x to this right hand side. So basically what I am trying to say is I want to dispose the entire thing into LHS equal to RHS kind of a situation, wherein I'll use the concepts of graphs to solve this question. So how exactly is that going to be? So first of all, I am deleting everything. So when I transpose this thing, this becomes 2 minus mod of x. 2 minus mod of x is equal to 1 by 3, okay, 1 by 3 raised to mod of x. Okay, 1 by 3 raised to mod of x. Now if you can just see that you can draw the plot for these two regions. Definitely this is very easy, you can very simply plot this one, but when you go about to plot this one, it might just create some sort of ambiguity inside your brain. So what I will try to do is I will just write that. Before that, I would just want to say let us suppose that this is equal to y, this is also equal to y, this is also equal to y. Okay, with what I basically want to say over here is, first of all, I will try to plot this one. So this is pretty easy. When you plot a function like this, you will get 1, 2, will get something like this. Okay, so this you get 2, 0. This point basically is 2, 0. This point over here is minus 2, 0. So minus 2, 0. Sorry for my poor handwriting. and this is 0, 2. Now how do I know these points? I'll tell you exactly how I know. Before that, I just want to give you some idea. See, before coming into this scene, I would rather want to teach you something. Let me create the whiteboard. So how basically do you plot the graph of y is equal to mod of x? How do you plot the graph of y is equal to mod of x? So what you do is, you will plot it like this. Okay, now I am not going into the basics of it. Okay, you can just substitute values and you can get the result. Also, you have to remember, whenever you plot a function, a modulus function, you should always remember that if there is a variable inside the modulus bars, you will get two possible values in this condition basically, because you are not sure. One condition is when x is less than 0, and the other condition in when x is greater than 0. Okay, these two conditions basically is the reason why you get two lines like this. Okay, this is the reason. Now what happens when there is a negative sign? I'll just change the color just so that it makes a little. What happens if there is a negative sign? So if it is a negative sign, you get an inverted image of this one. So this is nothing but this one. Again, please forgive me about this. Angles is 45 degree. I mean, this is not 45 degree, you know, in this it's not looking like 45 degree, but this is 45 degree. Okay. What I'm trying to say is that this is going to be somewhat like this. Whenever the slope is 1, the angle is going to be 45 degrees. Now, this is for y is equal to mod of x. Okay, this is equal to y is equal to mod of minus of mod x. Now, please remember, in the question, there was a quantity 2 that is added to plus 2 minus of mod x. So this was the quantity given to us in the LHS. So this basically means that the graph is going to shift all the way to some position. So let's suppose this is 0, let's suppose this is 1, let's suppose this is 2. So this is 0, 1, this is 0, 2. So nothing, you will just use this graph and you will drag it all the way up here, and that's it. This is your function 2 minus mod x. This is all that you needed to know for the modulus graph. Now we will go back to the question. The question had now the other part, the RHS had, again I'm changing the color. So the RHS has an operator, or rather has an equation in the modulus operator as y is equal to, can I write it 3 to the minus of mod x? Can I write this? If I write 3 to the minus of mod x, I hope this is clear. This is basically 1 by 3 raised to the mod x. Now again you should consider the two cases, the positive one and the negative one. Now please pause this video right now, pick out your copy or your whatever you have in front of you, and please do some calculation and please see how exactly can you use it. Now for example, when x is positive, when x is positive, you get y is equal to 3 to the minus x. So this is the this is the catch. When x is positive, you get an equation like this. Similarly, when x is negative, now what is the values, what is exactly x in these cases? I don't really want to go that deep, but just for the time being, when x is negative, please remember that this is going to come out as 3 to the minus of minus. So this will come as 3 to the minus of minus x, okay, which will eventually give you 3 to the plus x. So 3 to the x. Now all your work basically is to know how to plot the graph of this one and this one. If you plot the graph of these two ones, you can basically ascertain yourself that you are very close to your answer. Now what I will try to do is I will try to plot the graph of this one, because this is, if at all you find any form of difficulty, you will find it for this one. You can do it for yourself also. This is easy. Why am I saying this is easy to plot the graph of this one? Because what you will do is, you will just divide x and y like this, and you'll randomly start filling numbers. Like for example, x is greater than equal to 0, x is less than 0. I'll also put x is equal to 0 to just to show you what you can get. So if x is, let's say if x is 0, you put x as 0, and this basically means 1 by 3 to the 0. That means this you will get as 1. Similarly, you keep on filling the numbers. You can fill 1, you can fill anything like 2, and you will get some values over here. Here you will have to be a little careful. Now I am trying to delete all the rough works. What I'm trying to say over here is, just give me a second. Yeah. So here you cannot just fill x as 1, because x is negative. So you will have to start with filling x as minus 1. So when you fill x as minus 1, you have to tell me what will the value of y be. The value of y will be 1 by 3. You can cross verify it. Now fill the value of x as minus 2, and you will get the value of y as 1 by 9. Similarly, just for the sake of doing it, just put x as 0. If you put x as 0, this anything to the power 0 is 1, so this will be 1. Now one thing is for sure, now I'm plotting this. Okay, now I'm plotting this. You see 1 is somewhere over here. I'm changing the color. So 1, 2 and 3. So the first point was when x is minus 1, suppose this is minus 1, when x is minus 1, you get minus 1.3, you get minus 1. So the point somewhere is, just a second. So the point somewhere is here. Okay, the point somewhere over is here. Now 1 by 9. Now please imagine, if you, this is 1 by 9 is going to be somewhere, where are you gonna get 1 by 9? You are gonna get somewhere over here, because 1 by 9 is going to be somewhere over here. Okay, 1 by 9 on the y-axis is gonna be somewhere over here, and minus 2 is somewhere over here. So you will get the point here. So the graph basically will take a, it will take a shape like this. The graph of y to the y is equal to 3 to the x will take a shape somewhat like this. Okay, somewhat like this. And since you are just using a positive and a negative sign, you can basically say that the other one will be somewhat like this. Okay, they are going to be symmetrical about the y-axis. Okay, this is the basically this is the uniqueness of mathematics, that you can pretty much use symmetry if you know what you have to do. Now please remember that the graph that we were making, or the graph that we had made, had a was an inverted V shape, somewhat like this. Okay, and let's suppose it's going all the way like this and all the way like this. Now you can pretty much see for yourself that the graph is cutting in exactly, the two graphs are basically intersecting at two unique points. So the solution to this equation only has two solutions. So it has only two solutions. Now I will take some time to erase everything, okay, and try to make the graph a little cleaner. So the graph was something like this. Okay, it was something like this. I'm sorry, just a second. It was something like this. Something like this. And the modulus operator was something like this. Okay. I hope this makes sense. So this is basically the graph of the equation that is given to you. If you can just plot the graphs, you can pretty much answer this. And question like this are solved only with the help of the graph. So I hope you understood the funda behind the question. If you did like the video, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and please do check out other videos of my playlist. I'm pretty sure that you'll like them all too.